So we're here to solve this Masyu puzzle by Tom Collyer called Dominoes. It has a really elegant theme with all the white circles coming with a partner and all the black circles coming with a partner, which are these domino shapes as in the title. The black circles will always have to have their ends go opposite each other when they're adjacent, just as we've drawn in, but it's also the case for this group on the far right side that they've got to come in off the border. Notice that in coming through this white circle, we have to immediately turn, and so whether you mark this edge or not, it actually forces in this set of circles a vertical connection. Down in the bottom, we're going to need to have a set of horizontal connections to come through these white circles in the edge. That's going to force this turn. It actually forces these patterns from what's joined. And this upper left space is probably the most key, it looks like right now, where we've got a start of a loop that's going to have to keep dodging itself. And as it's moving along here, it's forcing these black circles to extend downwards. We still have loop ends that have to dodge, so they're going to look like this. These white circles can't be crossed horizontally because of the extra length over here. So they're going to have to come vertically. That closes out this loop section here, closes out this section here. We now have, again, these same two ends that need to stay disconnected, so they're going to keep coming down like this. And note, even as we get over to the lower right side of the grid, and this is part of the theme of this puzzle, we can't come vertically through this white because then these ends would close on each other. So we have to come horizontally through the white. These ends have to dodge. We get to a space like this, and we're going to have to think through a little bit more on this side of the grid, but we're pretty close now with seeing the loop construction. One thing to note probably from this end is if we come up and over, we're going to have these two whites that need to join to each other, but they also will just close in on themselves. So to get a good stable loop, these are going to have to come down and around. This is going to have to come up. We now have this black end. If this came down and came across, it would always close on itself however it went. So this has to come up to kind of get the loop ends to work. This has to come down. Notice that if this comes over to left, essentially if we go through these white circles horizontally, we're again going to close off the loop. So these loop ends are connected vertically. These loop ends have to stay disconnected here so they come over and we finish the puzzle. So a lot of basic tracking for Masyu, particularly seeing how this loop closure is dodging all the way around the side of the grid. So really elegant theme there. And then some different Masyu thinking to get into this left middle side of the grid. But a good set of basic deductions if you've not seen this style recently. Hopefully you got a sense of how to look through the types of clues here, and we'll see you again soon.